What's up, babies? We are back with the end of the Indie Showcase at Sonic Amateur Games Expo. So, we are going to be starting off with a game called We Took That Trip. It is a game in early development, and it's about getting a van and starting a road trip with your friends and a cat. So, you'll need to pick up some trash and turn it into fuel for the van. And there's some extra things to make it more immersive, like battery power, turning on and off the car's radio, the clutch, and just all kinds of things like that to just make it more immersive. So the van, uh, there's like times where your van will run out of fuel or battery power, and then you'll have to like get out and push it, to kind of like jumpstart the car or whatever. And for me, whenever this would happen, it would just bug out. Like the van would just have like this havoc issue, and it would tip over and just like start sliding across the ground. And I basically just had to like basically start the game over after that because it didn't have any like saving to save your progress. So I tried this a few times, and it would just happen to me every once in a while. I would have to get out and push, and then the car would just the van would just mess up. So I think it's a great game, but yeah, like I said, it's early in development. It's pretty buggy. Hopefully these issues can get fixed. I did play this demo on Steam, and I added it to my wish list. So I hope these issues get resolved, and I definitely look forward to more. Next is Extreme Formula, which is a high-speed F-Zero style racing game made by Lake Fepard, which is the same developer for the Spark the Electric Jester series. So this demo is available on Steam, and you get way more than enough to experience here. There are 2 planets and the moon. So I believe the 2 planets that you can view at the moment is Venus and Mercury, and all of these sites have a list full of tracks that you can play on, either in singles competition or you can do like a whole Grand Prix. So this feels a lot like F-Zero GX on the GameCube, but it's not as stressful. There isn't going to be a bunch of bombs placed on the road or falling off the track and things like that. So there's like the lack of hazard, which makes it more of a smoother, enjoyable experience in my opinion. So there's a lot of difficulties to choose from like easy all the way up to like many different versions of hard. So you can get the AI closer to your liking. There's so much speed and boosting. I was having such a great time with this game. And it also has controller support, and it works very well. So I only played 1 planet of this great demo, and like I said, it was just great. There's so much more to experience. There was a whole nother planet as well as the moon full of tracks for me to run on. There's also the planet Earth, however you can't go to it in this demo. So I think the hood is really nice. The overall game has a nice presentation, and I definitely recommend this one. Next is Yark, which is a 3D platformer, and it reminds me a lot of Sly Cooper. So you have to sneak past guards and steal items like keys off of their person to open new doors that lead to different pathways. So it seemed okay, but I got quickly annoyed while playing this due to the controls. It lacks controller support, and basically you have to look around with the mouse, and you move with the WASD keys, which is perfectly fine. But you have to use the Z key in order to jump. Now, I don't understand why the devs would make the Z key to jump if I need to move with the WASD keys. That is so annoying. It feels very uncomfortable to move like that, And so, to my knowledge, while I was playing this, the mouse buttons did nothing. So one of those mouse buttons could have easily been used for the jump key. So uncomfortable controls usually means the less playtime for me. So unfortunately, I did not spend too much time on this game because of the controls. It does look like it have some great potential, I will say that. Next is Zeropa, which is a returning entry to Sage, and it's made some big improvements since its last version. It is a 2D platformer, and I mean it is a platformer. You will be jumping from platform to platform a lot. It does not have controller support, and the level design, in my personal opinion, is just bad. you have these martial arts type of attacks, but there weren't any enemies to fight. All this game wanted me to do was jump, 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 jump from this platform, jump to that one to get to the next area. And jumping was pretty strict in this game. Sometimes I had to use this upward kick in order to gain a bit more elevation so I could reach some platforms. This was just another game that I didn't spend much time on due to lack of controller support. It just felt very uncomfortable. And yeah, that's my personal opinion. So if you're somebody who doesn't really have a problem with crab clawing on keyboard, then you might enjoy this one. However, I say that I was just a bit disappointed how you can literally do like combos with like melee attacks, but there wasn't any enemies for me to fight. So that's going to do it for the indie showcase of Sage. We are finally at the end of this. We are going to be jumping into the fan games, and I'm not going to be spending too much time on those. We're basically just going to be grabbing up the bulk of the games that I find to be the most interesting, okay? So if you're still here watching this one, I want to thank you all for watching and supporting. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. You know, it'll really help me out. As always, I will see you guys next time, and take care of yourselves.